Hello guys and welcome to my Let's Play of Hearthstone Ranked Climb. Today we're going to be playing Midrange Warrior. I'll quickly go through that deck with you before we start. So, I take 2 Executes, 2 Whirlwinds. They work brilliantly together. If you just get 1 damage onto it, you can execute. It's great if they've got something like an Ysera that's got 12 health and it's just, you either put everything into it or it's just really annoying to burst. So something like this is really good. Even Ragnaros, or even something basic like a taunt if you want to get a taunt out of the way. Then I got 2 fiery war axes for some early damage. For example, if I'm versing a priest and he puts down those cards which heal in the draw. You know the one that I'm on about. 2 heroic strikes, great for aggro. 2 slams, deals 2 damage. I can kill a minion with 2, or I can deal 2 damage to a minion and draw a card, and if I have an execute, I could execute it as well. A Mani Berserker, great because of the Enrage, especially because I have the Whirlwind, which deals 1 damage to all minions, which would include him, making him a 5/2. Bloodseal Raider, great for with the weapons, gains the attack of your weapon. So 2/3, so say I had the Fire War Axe, it would become a 5/3. Cool Taskmaster, deal 1 damage to a minion and give it +2 attack. I generally save this to work with my Acolyte of Pain, because whenever he takes damage, he draws a card, and I aim to draw at least 2 cards with him. I got Shield Block, Armor, plus draw a card, perfect. 2 Frothing Berserkers, they're fantastic in a mid-range deck, just because you are dealing damage to a lot of things with Whirlwind, with Cruel Taskmaster, etc. Warsong Commander, brilliant because most of the minions in this deck start off as 2. So, for example, say I have my Fiery War Axe, which, if I have my Fiery War Axe, and then I summon a Bloodseal Raider, even though it become a 5/3, because it's originally 2 health, the Warsong Commander would still let that 5/3 have charge. So that's really, really good. And a Wrathy Weaponsmith, again, equips a 2/2 weapon, plus it's a 3/3 itself, really good. Korkorn Elite, I think this is pretty much imperative in all warrior decks. It's a great card for control. It's a great card for aggro. I mean, it's just a perfect all-rounder. Then Garrosh Hellscream, the legendary card for warrior. He's great because of his enrage. He becomes a 10/8 if you whirlwind on him. He's a fantastic card for 8, really worth it. And then Ragnaros the Firelord, just for control and aggro. So that's my mid-range warrior deck, and yeah, let's play a couple of games.
Garrosh versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. Victory or death!
Okay, so Heroic Strike, Slam, and a Wrathy Weaponsmith. I'll keep a Wrathy Weaponsmith. I'll keep Heroic Strike. Yeah, I'll just keep them all actually. They're actually not bad draws. Yeah, I can do a lot with these draws, plus the Fire and Axe I just drew will be absolutely perfect. Starving Buzzard, okay. Don't understand that, but just get rid of it so he can't draw cards. Because I'm guessing that was his plan. To be honest, it was probably a waste of one of my Fiery War Axe charges, but I've got another one in the deck and I've still got my Heroic Strike, so it could be worse. Okay. Shield block, that'll do it. There's an execute, that's brilliant. That's gonna be snipe, I will bet you. Just because of when he played it. I think it's gonna be snipe, so I need to play a card that's got more than 4 health to make it work. Timberwolf. Strange. Is this going to be worth it? Because if it is snipe, these two are more worth. Okay, yeah.
The spot.
Yep, there it is. That's okay. I can deal with that. At least my Arathi and my Cork are there. And I've still got one charge of my Fiery Orax left. Which I would want to use before some of my Arathi weapons, so there's no point in wasting 3 damage. Because it would be replaced with a 2-2 weapon instead of the 3-1. Let's just do this. That just clears the board and gives me some advantage. It was a waste of 2 damage, if you think about it, because that was a 1-1 Timberwolf. But I really don't want him, you know, summon, for example, Unleash the Hounds when I eventually do start getting a lot of minions in the field. I've got to wait for my Warsong Commander, and then I'll try and get a few minions in the field. Because I want to actually get use out of them. Hunters are terrible for control, so I want to aggro them down. Good shot. Strange choice. Okay, there's a Warsong Commander, but I'm just gonna...
For the War Chief! For Hellscream!
And I'm gonna save my charges on my weapon. Just because I've got 2 executes, it means that if I have to, I can attack with my weapon and then execute both times. Or I can heroic strike for a finisher. It's okay. It's also okay with me. Perfect draw right now would be Whirlwind. Quite a pain. Whirlwind? Frothing Berserker.
To me.
What I was hoping for was that I would slam, and then they were both 1-1, then I get Whirlwind. Whirlwind, then I'd be able to attack him with the Corcoran Elite. Fair enough. I cleared the board either way. Okay, I still get to draw a card. That's good. Cruel Taskmaster, that's okay.
It's time for a little work. Who you want me to kill?
That's some good aggro. I've still got my Heroic Strike and I've still got a Frothing Berserker. The reason I didn't summon him was because I would get more damage from the Amani Berserker than I would have from the Frothing Berserker. That's okay. I know exactly what card this is.
The blade be thirsty. No problem.
There's an explosive trap, which obvious, but that means I get a lot of damage.
Nice try.
Oh. So he's on 5 health, that's... It should be easy to close out the game now.
I let the dogs out.
Yeah. That's okay though, yeah, GG.
Well played. Nice try.
Well played. Let's go into game 2. Let's see who we're up against.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Okay, versus a mage, this is going to be a much harder match than the hunter was. Mages are like the ultimate control and aggro all in one character. Definitely execute. Take that later. I'll keep the heroic strike. I'll keep the shield block. That's good on a minute.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Okay. Gonna save it. I was gonna Mani Berserker, but my fear is that she has Frostbolt, which would just kill it straight out. I don't want that. I want to wait from a Warsong commander and then start charging cards.
Job done.
To start getting my hand as large as possible, so that I have enough to control her if she starts getting out of hand on the board. Using a Wrathy Weaponsmith. Just keep armoring up. I want to control more of this match until I actually get to say round 7 or 8, and hopefully I have my Warsong commander.
For the king!
Storm with it's okay. Actually, he's definitely getting executed. Okay, there's a Warsong commander. She's 3. Three Warrants.
Rutaroga! My thanks.
My magic will tear you
It's just,
apart.
I mean, you can see the Gurubashi here. Whenever this minion takes damage, he gets +3 attack. He's pretty OP because all the minions does is does fire blast on him. Yeah, it just gets out of hand.
Tadingo! Yes!
It's another. And this is a more difficult route.
What now?
This will take me up to 7.
Tear you apart.
Squelches, mate. I hate people who spam. Okay, then I've still got 3 damage, so I can take out Acidic Swamp Ooze. As long as he doesn't taunt up on me, if he does, I've got Execute.
What you looking at?
Executing that, for sure. One 8, that's very good as well.
Back to work!
It's time for
She could Flame Strike, which I'm guessing she will do. That doesn't really bother me. Doesn't mean that you can't do anything else unless she has like Arcane Missiles. If she did have Arcane Missiles plus Flame Strike, then I would take 5 damage in that round. So the 2 from there, plus a 3.
Handle it! I've got a huge gun!
Just gonna try.
Try this!
Rutaroga!
Let the pain speak to
So
me.
I'm probably gonna take least 7 damage next turn unless he does try and control my my minions, sorry. But if he doesn't control my minions, the next turn will be a good turn for me. In fact, if he had double fireball, he could do 6, 12, 14, he could do 16 damage if he had double fireball next turn.
What to do? What to do?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
The frost wolves stand ready.
So red. So red. Commander, let's
The spot!
you go to 4, 5, 6. So you still don't have enough. Dark one.
I wonder. For the war chief!
That into there takes.
Ruktar! Hellscream!
That's okay for me. But that really isn't a good round as far as I'm concerned. But you got really good value out of its Frost before because I had to commit 2 minions to it. And 3 cards, if you include the Warzone Commander himself.
What to do? What to do?
Tazdingo! Yes!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
6 though. Let's go this like play pain.
Let the pain speak to me.
There's a rogue strike.
Blade
Right,
be
I'll draw him
thirsty.
and I'll save a rogue strike for next turn. He'll probably. Well, no, he seems to be trying to control my deck more than anything else. So I'm guessing he's going to go for the minions instead of my face, but we'll see. Either way, if he goes for my minions, then I'll get used to 2 of his minions. Anyway.
The frost wolves stand ready.
His minions. That's good. Berserker. Oh. Whirlwind execute is real.
Blade be thirsty.
Go down to take 10 damage. Well, 10 plus 5. Yeah, I think he's got me. That's 8, 9, 10, 11.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Yeah, Stormwind 9 said. Yeah, 8 plus 9. 17. Oh no, 6 plus 9. 17. Well played.
Well played.
It's quite difficult to reverse. Let's get into our 3rd game and see how we do there.
Garrosh versus Rexxar. Let the hunt begin.
Victory or death!
Okay, for our 3rd and final match, we're up against another hunter. Wrathy Weaponsmith, good. Manny Berserker, good. Acolyte Pain, good. Just keep my starting hand. coining for something. Am I versing the same guy as last time?
It's time for a little blood.
What is it with hunters in doing this, where they put a starving buzzard first? Makes no sense to me.
X marks the
Who
spot.
you want me to kill?
He'll draw another card though if I End of the day, if he uses track it and he wastes 3 cards, if he has 2 trackings, he wastes 6.
To my side.
Okay, he gets Misha. So he'll have to kill my Annie if he wants to make that work. Okay. Good Geralt Shell Scream. Okay. I'm just gonna end there. Because if he attacks my Bloodsteel Raider, that's fine. If he doesn't attack my Bloodsteel Raider, I've got my Fiery War Axe for next turn. If he attacks me, I'll still go down to 1 armor, so I'll still not take any damage, so it should be advantageous. That's also advantageous. 5 damage. Oh no, there we go.
Back to work.
Thailand.
Right, taking 8 damage wasn't the best. I probably should have left this to the last point of damage, but what can I do?
Well played.
He's also got quite a good aggro deck so far. I still don't understand why hunters have been doing this. Starving Buzzard, first minion. Doesn't make much sense to me. What do you do? Okay.
Speak to me.
Taroga! No problem.
So you can take me down to 9, you can take me down to 7 if you use hero power. This is going to be difficult to come back from, 'cause he's still with 30.
I let the dogs out.
Okay, strike. It's a really bad draw right now.
For the war chief! For Hellscream!
Take out. If I heroic strike, I'm going to be on 1 health.
Bring pain.
Please give me an execute. Well played.
Well played.
Oh well, that was quite difficult with that. But yeah, that was my mid-range warrior deck. It looks like we didn't have much of a lucky 3-game streak, but we won 1 out of 3, a third of the games. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week when we play Paladin.